Hello and welcome to Connect. I'm your host, Randy Shabilo. On today's show, we'll have Landon Grubb, the tournament director for the Saskatoon Challenger, as well as Jesse Wiebe and Christian Boyle talking about the Rural Innovation Conference. As always, we'd like to connect with you. Email us at rtvsaskatoon@rci.rogers.com. Find us on Facebook at ConnectYXE and catch past interviews on our YouTube channel. Saskatoon is once again on the international stage. We have Landon Grubb with us today talking about the Saskatoon Challenger. I want to thank you for coming down this summer into the studio and giving us some information on the event.
Yeah, thank you so much, Randy. Happy to be here and share international tennis coming to Saskatoon.
International, I think, is a key word that I picked up on. This is a top caliber tournament. Personally, I don't play tennis, but I love the fact that there's people who are so involved in it, taking this to a new level, and there's big things on the horizon in a couple of months for everyone participating in this. What's happening in August here?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, we have the Saskatoon Challenger, which is an ITF-sanctioned women's professional tennis tournament happening at the Riverside Badminton Tennis Club from August 10th to 17th. So we're going to have close to 60 international and Canadian professional tennis players competing for over $40,000 US in prize money, with players coming from as far as Japan, Australia, Romania, as well as plenty of national Canadian tennis players too.
Do you see, specifically a women-only tournament, where do they go from here?
Yeah, we're part of a series of tournaments, so we're really in a lead up to the US Open. So a lot of the women who are going to be attending our tournament as competitors are hoping to earn enough points to build into the US Open, which starts shortly after our tournament ends.
And when you design something like this, you're the tournament director, so obviously you've got to weave all the pieces together. What do you see in terms of showcasing that kind of caliber to Saskatoon and Saskatchewan?
Yeah, well, it's just really showcasing exactly what you said, that caliber. These are truly top athletes in their profession around the world. Our top seed is going to be ranked around 113 in the world. So when we truly say top talent from the world, we truly mean it. And it's, we're so grateful that they get to, come to Saskatoon, and we get to showcase that talent to the local tennis fans and community in Saskatchewan, but also that we get to share our community with these athletes from around the world.
Are you able to name drop at all with some of the participants who are coming?
Yeah, we don't have our list 100% finalized yet, but yeah.
Some of them.
It's going to be some of them, and we're going to have the one I will mention. We're going to have our defending champion Canadian, Kayla Cross, who won our tournament last year. She's going to be returning again this year to defend her title. And we're going to have many other local Canadians. We're going to have a Saskatchewan-based player, Taya Chavez, is going to be entering our tournament, as well as I said, many international players as well.
What do you see from your lens in bringing this together? Would we have a sense of the tennis fan in Saskatoon and area? Do we have an idea of where they might be, coming from? Central Saskatchewan, there has to be, based on the Riverside Badminton and Tennis Club, that there has to be a following and a diehard group of fans for this.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's a bit of both, right? We definitely have the fans who've been coming to this event for a number of years and who are very familiar with tennis, but we also appeal, and we have a lot of, what I would call casual fans who, they enjoy tennis, they like to go play on the public courts, during the summer, but when I talk to them about the excitement that is professional women's tennis coming, it appeals to everyone. And if you don't even know much about tennis, but you just have an interest of wanting to see what top tennis looks like, it's a great opportunity to see that, because you're not going to see any other level of tennis like that in the province other than our tournament.
So if it starts on August 10th, are there opportunities then for people just to come down and, like you say, explore, and maybe that will just plant the seed for some youth that might see that caliber, because it is pretty intense.
100%. Yeah, no, we have free admission during the days from August 10th to 15th. And then there's paid admission in the evening and on the finals weekend, the 16th and 17th. All the information's available, and tickets can be purchased on our website, saskatoonchallenger.com.
How does it work with the series of people who are matched against each other? I guess would it be based on their pointing that they've achieved in the previous set of tournaments, or how does that come together for you?
Yeah, so we kind of have almost we do have two draws. So August 10th and 11th is our qualifying draw. So that's where the lower ranked players are trying to compete in essentially a mini tournament to get into the main draw, which consists of 32 players. And then once into the main draw, our top seeds, so typically our players ranked from 100 in the world to 200 in the world, are going to be seeded and get preferential draws, and then everyone else slots in, and they compete to the end of the week.
I can't imagine the excitement that must build within the tennis community. I've attended other events, in Southern California, and it's amazing the level of sophistication and the fan base, if you will, how much they know about their players. Do you see in terms of sponsorship, does that come internationally as well, or is it more localized depending on where the tournaments are?
Yeah, so we have a great group of sponsors who've been sponsoring from local companies and businesses and organizations for a number of years. So they definitely do provide the backbone for the tournament. Without them, we couldn't do or host the tournament. We're also sponsored and sanctioned by Tennis Canada. They play a huge role in helping us put on this tournament, as well as other provincial organizations. Tennis Saskatchewan and Sask Lotteries are also huge helps in putting on the tournament. So it really truly is a local, provincial, and a national effort to put on a caliber of tournament such as this.
How does the planning come together? I mean, this just didn't happen in May, let's make a tennis tournament. How did this come together for you?
Yeah, so the planning for this event really happened shortly after our previous event ended last August. So in the fall and the winter, we're planning all right up until April, May, and then that's kind of when, so to speak, the rubber hits the road and we get into the nitty-gritty details. But yeah, the team has been working on this for a number of months. We have a lot of new changes and some new addition of vendor village and some more entertainment compared to last year. So the team and I are really excited to show this new and improved experience to the fans.
Would part of your mandate then as tournament director involve things like accommodation meals? I would imagine we're just not going to the drive-through on the way to the tennis club. Would there be a dietary restriction or something that you have to pay attention to for them coming here?
Yeah, absolutely. So as part of our tournament hosting responsibilities, we coordinate hotel and driver transportation around the city, as well as making sure there's sufficient and appropriately healthy meals, not only for the players, but we have close to or over 15 officials coming in. So we have to look after them as well, and of course we make sure we feed our volunteers who are working really hard to put on this great event.
How many volunteers would you have participating more or less in this event?
Yeah, during the week, we anticipate we'll have about 50 or so volunteers throughout the week, doing everything from driving the shuttle to player and guest services to food services.
Well, Saskatoon rises to the top again as volunteer capital. If you're looking at ways to participate, full disclosure, I had no knowledge of this until a few weeks ago. But completely enthralled with the fact that we are on an international stage. Is it televised? Is it going to be covered? Is there someone coming to report on this?
Yeah, so all the matches will be live streamed on the ITF website, so you can view it there. As we discussed, you can come down in person and see it up close and in action. And if people are wanting to get involved, they can reach out to the Riverside Badminton and Tennis Club. We're recruiting volunteers right now to assist in preparations and putting on the tournament.
What does it look like for the numbers of people? I would imagine, you may have a number of tennis players, but is there a trainer? Is there any support staff? Are there interpreters? What else comes with the people who are coming here?
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, especially the top players, like they are professionals. This is what they do 100% of the time. They are their own business. So often they're coming with, yes, a coach, friends and family, potentially a trainer of some sorts. So it's not just one single person that's coming to our city for each player. They have kind of their group that they work with. So yeah, it's going to be multiple individuals traveling to our city that are all supporting that athlete, so they can try and break onto the next big level, which would be the U.S. Open and kind of the WTA tournaments.
Wow. If I would imagine any other sport has fans, would we expect to see some people traveling here just to see their player or their favorite players participate in this?
Yeah, we would expect a few. We usually get a few people down from Regina specifically that travel up because they know there's a great tennis community down there, so they know the caliber that's put on here. And we do get, some fans and friends of the players traveling to cheer them on, particularly when they start to do really well and go later into the tournament. It's pretty common to see their section of the stands start to fill up a bit more.
Right on. Appreciate you putting Saskatoon on the international stage and highlighting this amazing event. If they wanted to reach out to you or get more information, what's the best way of doing that?
Yeah, more information on the tournament, you can go to saskatoonchallenger.com. That has the tickets, the information, the times for everything. If there's any further questions, you can reach out to the Riverside Badminton and Tennis Club, and we'd be happy to answer them.
Landon, thanks so much for coming down. This is an amazing event. Appreciate you being here, and we'll see you there next week.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, Randy.
Stay with us, folks. We're coming right back.